What was that? He went, like he was gonna use his lightsaber to attack, and then he just went back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? RKGameN here, back with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be rewatching the lightsaber duel with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and I'm going to be commenting on it from a filmmaker's perspective because I've been taking film classes at my school. I've been learning all of the in-depth stuff about film, so I know a lot about film, so I'm going to be sharing my opinion with all of you about what I think of the fight scene with a filmmaker's perspective. So let's just jump right on into it. Alrighty, now let's just start this up. Nice little zoom in there. Dolly in.
We'll handle this.
We'll take the long way.
Alright, this is a really good shot. You have Darth Maul in the background, and you have Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon in the front. I think they're in the front because they're like the good guys, and you know more about them. You don't know a lot about Darth Maul yet. And I love this shot because it's like a long shot, I think, and it's like you see the other people running away at the same time. It's a cool start to the fight. Oh, I can't get enough of the double lightsaber. Oh, yes. And in that shot right there, if I just go back, not this one, right here, if you can look in the background, like over here, there's still some blaster shots being fired. I don't know why. Maybe that's the people running away and there was some droids back here. I see the dead droids. Droids aren't dead. I see the droids that Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan took out here. But I don't know if there's droids back there, but I did see some blaster shots over there, so I wonder why those blaster shots put in. It's interesting. Yeah, right there. Oh, great. Followed Obi-Wan in this shot. Okay, look at this shot. This is amazing. This is like an extreme long shot or establishing shot. It's more like an extreme long shot because you know where the characters are. But it's like you see the whole arena, or whatever you want to call it, whole room, arena, and you just see the three of them kind of like in the center, and it's like kind of looking down at them slightly. So that's a cool shot. Alright, nice. Now this is a tracking. It's following Darth Maul. Okay, that's going towards him. This is all on a dolly, I'm assuming. Alright, that's just in one shot right there. Okay, this is a really great shot. You have the three of them. I mean, Obi-Wan just went off screen, but you have the three of them. And you see how they're more in focus. They're more in focus than the background. The background is more blurred. That's a cool detail there. And then we see where they're going into from this angle. And the camera's following them on a dolly. Yeah, I feel like this is mainly on a dolly. Alright, this is a cool shot also because you can see in the background here, this is where they were just starting to fight. And now they're in a whole new area. So this is like kind of like an establishing shot. It sets up the new place where they are now. So you kind of get a feeling for it. Now, that's a cool shot. It was a zoom in close-up. Zoom in close-up on all three of them. That's great. Wait. What was that move that Obi-Wan just did? Let me see. What was that? He went, like he was gonna use his lightsaber to attack, and then he just went back. I don't know what that was. Was that an accident by Ian McGregor? Was that part of the choreography? Because if it was part of the choreography, I don't understand it. Let me just watch it again, because it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, that's so weird. He just went like this. Like, if I grab my lightsaber really quick. He went like this. He went like that. But he didn't really attack. His lightsaber is still here. So he just went like that. He didn't even attack. So I wonder why that shot was in there. Nice backflip. That's a cool shot right there. Because you see the two you see Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan jumping. It's not a big jump. Because it's just between here and here. But it is crucial that they make it because you see underneath here is just death. So they have to make the jump. So that's a cool shot. You see what's below them when they're jumping. That's also a really cool shot. I guess right there. Because they're kind of in their poses. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. And you see them. You're looking. The camera's behind Darth Maul. So it's kind of like from his perspective in a way. And Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are more in focus than Darth Maul. That's a cool one right there. Okay. I love that shot. I'm going to tell you why. It started down here, right? Started like more down here. And the camera just went up like that. You see my cursor? It went up. So it's like a tracking going up, showing the whole room, like an establishing shot. And then when we get up here, you see Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul on the top part of this whole arena, room, whatever you want to call it. I still don't really understand what this whole area is that they're fighting in. That's really cool. Oh my god, that's amazing. So the lighting, this whole big light thing in the background, that is amazing because it's like it creates a shadow on the three characters, so it's harder for you to see them. You just kind of see their lightsaber colors in a way. Like I still see Qui-Gon's green and the red and Obi-Wan's blue a little bit. That's cool. Oh, and then that tracked him down like that, and now we track Darth Maul falling, and we go back to Qui-Gon. Oh, that's a great shot right there. So as Qui-Gon was falling down, it wasn't really tracking him, but it like kind of, the camera just kind of panned down to see where Darth Maul was, and that's where Qui-Gon was going. Oh my god, this shot is amazing. Let me just break down this shot for y'all. It's like an establishing shot or an extreme long shot. It's probably an extreme long shot because establishing is like, it sets up where the scene is happening. We already know where the scene's happening. But this like is really cool because you see these lights coming through these holes. And you see on the top level Qui-Gon and Darth Maul fighting. And then in the bottom left, you still see Obi-Wan hanging here. So you're like, don't forget, Obi-Wan is still hanging for his life here at the same time. That's really cool. Alright, and that's following Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan jumps up. That follows him. And we're looking... Okay, this shot here, it's looking more up. Because it's kind of like from Obi-Wan's perspective. He's on this lower level here. Qui-Gon and Darth Maul are on this higher level. So he's looking up. Just to make sense. So that makes sense for the audience. Now he jumps up. Oh, this shot is great here. I paused it on the frame when his lightsaber looks tiny. It's funny, but we see Obi-Wan in the foreground here because he's like the character we're following right now because he's trying to get back to the fight to help Qui-Gon. So we see him in the foreground and Qui-Gon and Darth Maul are in the background because you know they're still going at each other. But we're more concerned about Obi-Wan because he just jumped up that high and he's trying to get back to help Qui-Gon. And then this shot here, I see a little bit of a tilt. It's kind of tilting more like this way, like that, at this kind of an angle. It's a very slight angle, it's tilting. I don't know why exactly, because you're most of the time, almost all the time when you're filming anything, you want to make sure that your camera is like centered and angled. So actually now as I'm saying that, I'm double checking my camera right now, my tripod, to make sure it's like angled correctly, and I think that's fine. So you want to make sure it's always like centered and like it's not your camera's not tilting, but sometimes you have to add it for a reason and it looks really good if you add it for a reason. So here I feel like they added it to add more of a dramatic effect to it, because then you have all these walls that, I don't know how else to describe it, these walls that block them from going anywhere, and it's to show like dramatic effect because we're getting near to the end of the fight, so it's getting more dramatic. It's cool. And these things open. Now this shot, this sort of looks like, why did my voice crack like that? This sort of looks like an ultra wide shot to me in a way. Not like full on ultra wide like on iPhone, but like this looks like it's slightly fisheye lens. Like you see this wall here where this, you know, these things were projected to make the wall. It kind of looks a little bendy. And that maybe is because the way they position the camera and the lens. So to make it seem like it's more roomy than it actually is. Yeah, because it was kind of bendy there. And okay, this shot is really cool. Darth Maul and Qui-Gon in the foreground because we're seeing them fight. But look, in the background, he's blurred, but we see Obi-Wan running in the background. He's blurred because he's running, not really doing a lot, just running. But we know he's still coming because they put him in the background. You just don't see him a lot because he's blurred. At the wall like this. And now this is a cool shot because you see Obi-Wan in the foreground again. I'm saying this a lot. Obi-Wan in the foreground running. You see Qui-Gon and Darth Maul in the background, kind of like just standing there because they're blocked off by walls. But then you see Obi-Wan running towards them. But then you see all this light here is coming from the walls, which then you know, oh, Obi-Wan can't get to Qui-Gon because the walls are blocking him. So that's part of the fight. Yeah, just like that. And then this shot is cool. This shot is actually really cool. So they all deactivated their lightsabers because they can't do anything. Obi-Wan is here. All he can do is watch. And Qui-Gon's just sitting meditating. And look at how they position Darth Maul. With the light, you can't even see what's in this room here, which we're going to see in a second. You just see, you don't even see like Darth Maul's like face. It's just like kind of a shadow here. That's really cool. Now that's cool. Darth Maul's like in front of the camera, going like that. Just going back and forth. Now we have the close-up following him. We still have Qui-Gon there. Obi-Wan's watching. He ignites it. That goes out. Now we're following both of them. Okay, this is cool. You see Qui-Gon and Darth Maul fighting there in the background, and Obi-Wan again is in the foreground. You're using this technique a lot. And then Obi-Wan's gonna come running. That's the camera is tracking him, and it like, oh wait, I didn't mean to go there. Sorry, I went too fast. So yeah, this shot here, they're in the background, he's in the foreground. He's running. Camera is kind of tracking him. Now this is cool. Oh, that was a cool frame I paused on. Look at that, the way they're clashing. The effects are really great. But this shot here is really cool because it's kind of also another establishing shot. It's like a long shot. Because it's kind of a new room. You see the two fighting against each other, but then you see this hole here, and this hole is deaf. So they put this in this shot here as soon as they get into this room, so you know that Qui-Gon and Darth Maul are fighting like right next to a hole where, you know, one of them could knock each other in there, and yeah. And then Obi-Wan comes running, and then the camera doesn't move, he just stops because the wall comes back again. And we get like that's a medium close-up shot of him. Then we have these two fighting. And then that's like a medium shot of Obi-Wan just watching. And look, you see how he's like looking right at the camera? Most of the time in films, you don't want to look right at the camera because then it makes the audience feel awkward sometimes. Or also sometimes does that to me. But in this case, it's to show, because look at the shot right before this. Let me just go back. The shot right before he looks is this shot here. They're fighting, and they're like on this side of the room here. So we get to Obi-Wan, and he looks at the camera, because where the camera is like on the side of the room where Qui-Gon and Darth Maul are fighting. So it's supposed to make you feel like Obi-Wan's looking at Qui-Gon and Darth Maul fighting, even though he's looking at the camera, if that makes sense. And this is tracking them. And then that was a quick cut. And we cut to like a medium close-up of Obi-Wan. And now the camera zooms in more to Qui-Gon after this. And I think this is to show that he's starting to struggle. And he's starting to, like, lose it. I don't know how to, not lose it, but like, he's starting to get weaker. He doesn't have a lot left in him to fight with. Because it's like he was taking a break here. So it's showing fatigue yeah, it's showing fatigue in Qui-Gon, so it's zooming in more to his face in like a medium close-up to show he has more fatigue, so that we can sort of understand more of what's going to happen next. Yeah, oh yeah, and that's really good. So we have the medium close-up on Qui-Gon, and then a close-up on Darth Maul, so it's like it matches. And this guy, he totally needs to get, like, see a dentist or something with his teeth. Oh my god. Alright, and we got that. And now, look at this. This shot right here. Right there. It's very hard for me to catch. It's like right here. Darth Maul's about to, like, push his lightsaber like that. I know this because I've seen the movie before. He's about to push it like that. But they cut right to Obi-Wan's face. And this is like almost a close-up, medium close-up, close-up. That could be debated. And he's looking, and it's super intense because you're going to see he's start to breathe harder because of what's about to happen next. And then that was acting. I saw that. Darth Maul went like that, and Qui-Gon just went that. It's supposed to look like he bumped him, but I could see that was acting. Darth Maul didn't actually bump him, and Liam Neeson, I hope I'm saying his name right, he just went like that, and they added the sound effect of the boom, like that, and then, like this, we go back, and then right here, this is like a medium close-up, you know, when Darth Maul defeats Qui-Gon. Still sad watching it again because I love Qui-Gon. He's really cool. And then the classic Obi-Wan meme, close up, no, you know, like the classic meme. And they have the close up there to show it. And then Darth Maul just starts to walk away, and this is starting. The camera is like looking down. It's looking down. It's like from a high angle to show like the one of the good guys has been defeated, you know? And then this part right here is just a close-up of Qui-Gon, because he wasn't dead here yet. He was like just, I don't know how to describe it. He was like processing what happened, what was about to happen to him, and he was like accepting his fate, you know? So he took a second to accept his fate here, which is kind of sad at first, which is kind of like sad, you know. He's accepting his fate, like, oh, I'm gonna die right now, you know. So he does that, and then falls over, and this pose of Darth Maul is really cool. After he kills Qui-Gon, he does this cool pose of himself, and he's more on the left side, and Qui-Gon's on the right. And now Obi-Wan's very angry, you could see. Now he looks at Darth Maul, and there's like close-ups of each other. They're looking at each other. And now this is more like, it seems like an ultra-wide shot to me again. Because it's like, you see this part of the wall is like kind of bendy. I feel like it's an ultra-wide. The camera lens is kind of zoomed out a little bit, just to show the room being more open. And then you have this amazing choreography. And then this shot here is cool. You see them fighting more on the right side of the room because Qui-Gon's like down here where you can't see. And this is also cool attention to detail. You can see the reflection of Obi-Wan and part of the reflection of Darth Maul here on the floor, but really you could see for Obi-Wan here, which is cool. So it's kind of like the floor is like a mirror in a way. Oh, and Obi-Wan jumped over that. And then this shot, he breaks Darth Maul's hilt. That's cool. And he jumps. This is tracking. I'm pretty sure that was a stunt double, because I don't remember seeing Ewan McGregor do a backflip like that, or a front flip like that. And we have this. That was an interesting close-up. this is a cool shot right here, because you have this background here of where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon just were a minute ago, and now they're in front of all these walls, and the walls are in the background when it was vice versa before. And then this is a great shot, because Obi-Wan is filled with hatred right now, even though he's a Jedi, because Darth Maul killed his master. So then he's here in the foreground, Darth Maul is here, and you still slightly see Qui-Gon on the side of the frame here, just to remind you. And now that right there, I'm pretty sure Ray Park, I think that's his name, who played Darth Maul, pushed his hand like that, and then Ewan McGregor would just move back like that, like the Force went, like, you know, Darth Maul used the Force. So they acted that out, and then they added the sound, to sound like the Force was being used. And then this shot here is really good. Obi-Wan is hanging from one of these circular things here. I don't know why my trackpad keeps disconnecting. Obi-Wan's hanging from one of these circular things. And then we kind of have him more on the top because you see he could fall on the bottom. And then it's like a medium shot of Darth Maul. And then this shot here is a close-up of Obi-Wan's saber. And this is why we never see... this is why when I watched the reviews on Obi-Wan's saber from Star Wars movies, it doesn't look like this one that has like a red button and stuff. Because he lost his lightsaber, you're going to see. He kicks it. Oh wait, and that last shot was really good. Let me go back. This shot is great. This is literally perfect for a good guy, bad guy thing. You see Obi-Wan's saber falling to its doom, and Obi-Wan is hanging here desperately, looking like there's no way out of this, and he's down here because it's supposed to make him, the camera's making him look weaker, and Darth Maul is up here looking down at Obi-Wan because this is supposed to show power, like he's the bad guy, he's the one that has power right now. And then this is like a pan down to show Obi-Wan's saber falling. And now this shot is cool because Darth Maul is using his saber here to try to get Obi-Wan to slip off. So you see Darth Maul up here still looking down, he looks powerful. Obi-Wan is down here hanging desperately, like I said. And Qui-Gon is somewhere on the left, but you don't really see him a whole lot. Now this shot is also cool. The camera, it's a high angle. It's looking down at Obi-Wan to show that he's the one that, you know, he's weak right now. He doesn't have the power. In this shot, like I was just saying, this is looking up at Darth Maul. It's a low angle. It's looking up at him to show that he has power. And there's also a slight tilt to this shot to show more of a dramatic effect to the shot. And now this shot is cool. Qui-Gon's laying there. And there's Qui-Gon's saber here. And the camera's just going to slightly just go, move in. The camera's slightly moving in towards towards Qui-Gon's saber. Just slightly moving in. And then the camera's also slightly moving into Obi-Wan's face to show that they're both being connected in a way. And now, Darth Maul, you're still looking up at him from a low angle to show power, but he's now confused, like, what is he doing? And now, Obi-Wan looked to the right. It was his left, but our right, as an audience watching. And the saber, it's hard to tell, but it's slightly more to the right on this shot. I can kind of tell because I see these shots, but it's slightly to the right. And then we start to see it move. It was moving towards the right. And now, the classic jump. He jumps up. We see the saber go like this. We see it go into his hand. Darth Maul is confused. And now Obi-Wan is here. And then he kills Darth Maul, as we know. And then now, look at this shot. Now, Obi-Wan, we're kind of looking up at him, so it's from a low angle. So now it shows he has power, just like that. And see how he's looking down at Darth Maul now? That's to show he has power here. Because Darth Maul's falling, and he dies, as we know. just like that. So, and also thank you so much, Collective Culture, for the video for me to watch and react to. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, that is what I thought about Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul scene from a filmmaker's perspective. I hope you guys found this interesting. If you did, let me know by dropping a like down below and comment any other fight scenes that you want to see from Star Wars, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. So just let me know any other lightsaber battles from, or any fight scenes from Star Wars you want me to like react to as a filmmaker's perspective. If you enjoyed this one, just let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. So take care out there, stay safe, and peace.